This is Stephen K. Bannon, the Victory Sessions special 3-hour on Crony Capitalism and the Destruction of America. My guest is Peter Schweizer, author of Throw Them All Out, book that was the predicate for tonight's 60 Minutes special segment on IPOs and insider trading, and also tomorrow morning the Newsweek magazine, and we have Peter Boyer, the author of that article in Newsweek magazine. Peter, you mentioned something about the drama of September of 2008 and the financial implosion of the country. I mean, for a guy that's got a lot of experience, how shocked were you when you saw that, given these top secret meetings and what guys like Paulson and Bernanke, who are not alarmists, were telling people, where the focus was of members of Congress when they were really focused on their portfolios and not the country?
Well, you know, I mean, those were a scary several days, and which turned into pretty scary several weeks in the fall of 2008. And these were closed-door meetings, and they were closed-door meetings for a reason. I mean, it was very sensitive, very serious stuff they were talking about. As Peter points out in his book, it was pretty clear that there was a financial a collapse coming to the financial markets, and the real fear was that it was just going to devastate. It was going to spill over into the broader economy and just be devastating, which to some degree, in fact, has been the case. But they were the sort of meetings, the sort of hushed private briefings at which, you know, those who were receiving the briefings are asked to leave their BlackBerry, turn their BlackBerrys off, leave them outside the door. In other words, it has the presumption of discretion. And the idea that you could attend such a briefing and then, the next day, engage in trades in your private account, I got to say it is shocking, and it didn't happen with just one or two, but with several members of Congress. And of course, you didn't have to be in that meeting apparently either to have gotten wind of some of the information that was revealed in those meetings. And there was an awful lot of trading in Congress in the days right around the collapse. And what Peter's evidence shows is that that armed with that information, a lot of folks did very well for themselves. Now, in their defense, they will say, well, we traded before, then we traded after, then not every one of our deals worked out. Yeah, that's true. But the fact is, they were able to behave in a way that the rest of us are not, armed with information that the rest of us are not. Those who say, as Senator John Kerry says, for example, that he doesn't do the trading himself, that it's all in trusts, and the trusts are controlled by independent trustees who they never speak to, well, maybe, but again, at the very least, that's a question of the appearance of impropriety. And, my trustee, if I had a trustee account, if my trustee ever called me and asked me what I had just heard from the President of the United States or the Secretary of the Treasury, I wouldn't be able to tell him anything. John Kerry's could.